The final chapter in this unpaid trailer hostler gig is here. Let's get after it. Man, so things did not go my way with this trailer hostler, this unpaid shift. I was, I'll be honest, I was a little bit, maybe a little cocky, a little overly confident, thinking like, I'm gonna get to show everybody how to do a successful payment dispute. I was wrong. I submitted that payment dispute, and it came back a couple days later saying denied, that I had a one-time chance at an appeal. And I've never, I mean, my stuff's always gotten approved. I mean, the fact that it was going to this one-time appeal, I was like, this is crazy. So then, you know, I do the appeal, and they end up saying, they come back on the appeal saying like, listen, we're going to give you $250 more rather than the $175 they gave me. And then that was just going to be it. That was the end of it. If you get to the appeal point, that is your one and only chance. And I made the best case I could. I said, look, you know, I stayed in the yard all night. I had pictures. I thought I had overwhelming proof, but clearly I did not. So they, you know, what was supposed to be a $1,200 payout, I initially got the $175 TONU, plus they added $250 for it, and it is done. Now the one thing that I kind of wish that Amazon would do better, I wish that they would say like, here's why we're not paying you. And I'm kind of left to just sit here and kind of, you know, be critical of my own processes and say like, okay, well, you know, how could I do this better? And so, you know, I think I hit the nail on the head last time in last time's video when I said, until like, I never check this screen when I'm here doing these shifts. And I haven't. I mean, I've probably done this trailer hostler gig about 100 times in the last year and a half. And when I check in, I leave the app open, but I don't stay on that screen. The app is running, and I'm over there on the load board seeing like, okay, you know, this shift ends at this time. What loads are available that I want to take at the end of this shift? But apparently it's not the thing to do. You can still do that, but you do want to go in and check the app and be sure that the shift is still in your queue. You can swipe down. You know, I've been originally, I know in last time's video, I'm like, I'm doing a screen record. A screen record may not be necessary. You can just go in and refresh it, and then it's going to tell you up at the top, it's, you know, it's going to say it's been refreshed 0 seconds ago, and then I just get a screen grab of that. Now the only shortcoming I see with that screen is, you know, I've been doing this trailer hostler thing for the past 2 weeks. I now have a lot of screenshots of different times in the day, and the problem with that screen is nowhere on there does it mention the VRID. And this is just, you know, call me a skeptic, that's okay, but I'm thinking ahead here as far as like, if I submit these screen grabs, like let's say this happens in the future, and I submit these to Amazon and say like, look, it was still in my queue, it was still in my queue. I'm not saying they would do this, but I could see them saying like, well, prove that it's from that day. And because there's no mention of the VRID. It just says like wait at parking slip, whatever. And there's no VRID attached to that. So, you know, this just might be me being overly, you know, overthinking this a lot. But the other workaround for that would be to go into the web-based platform and to go into your trips, specifically your in-transit trips, and refresh that screen. And that, at least, you know, to have both, to have this the screen grab of the app saying wait here, as well as the trip being in your in-transit trips, I think that would cover both bases. I might be way overthinking this, but that's the process that I'm at right now. So look, this cost me about $800, but, you know, I know somebody's probably sitting there, you know, getting ready to comment saying, you'd let Amazon steal $800 from you and you're still going to work for them. I'm going to kind of pre-answer that just in advance. I'm not going to let $800 stand between me and the relationship I have with Amazon. You might stop working for them for $800, and that's fine. That's your decision. The decision I'm making for me is I'm going to hang around. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. If anything, this kind of, you know, tightens up my game a little bit too. I mean, maybe I was being complacent and not staying on that screen. I was, obviously, and it cost me. So it cost me $800. These are the, you know, taking these steps as far as the screen grab of the shift still in the app and the screen grab of the trip still being in transit cost me $800 to learn that lesson, and I share this lesson with you for free. So you're doing these trailer hostler gigs, might be a good idea to get those screen grabs. I hope this video serves you well. Appreciate you for watching. Take care.